Behind me is Owens Lake. You would not be the first person to say, what lake? Well, there used to be a lake there. We can refer to this as a paleo lake, as in it's an old lake. It formed as a result of the Pleistocene and the glaciers that were in the Sierra Nevada and their runoff and meltwater that filled in this basin. However, just 100 years ago, there was water there. And what ended up happening was this. William Mulholland, because he wanted to allow Los Angeles County to develop and become the huge place that it is today with all of these people and houses in it, had to find water. And that water came from the Owens River and Owens Valley. The Owens River starts up at the Tioga Pass and then flows down to here and then out of here a little bit further south. But Los Angeles County went about buying up as much land as it could so that it could take the water and then transport that water. The result is that you get this thing that's behind me, which is Owens Lake. I read an article recently, and it said this: because the Great Salt Lake in Utah, that Salt Lake City is named after, is slowly going dry, if something doesn't change and more water goes into that, the future of the Great Salt Lake is what you see behind me in Owens Lake, which is no water. And in addition to that, because the wind can kick up here as it does in Salt Lake as well, that takes all of these chemicals that formed and precipitated out of the water, and now we're on the floor, the bed of that lake, and it throws them into the air, which can make the air incredibly toxic. Well, out here in the Mojave Desert, it's not that big of a deal because there aren't that many people who live here. But as we know, in Salt Lake City and in Provo, there are lots and lots of people who live there, and their health will seriously deteriorate if what ends up happening is the Great Salt Lake ends up like this. All right,